Okay, so far what we learned in our earlier sessions is we covered till query level and we learned about RKF, CKF. Okay, so now today which topic we are going to cover is currency conversion. Okay, which topic we are going to cover is currency conversion at report level. Okay, so what is this topic and why exactly we need this topic, we will discuss further. Okay. So what I have is currently in my backend, okay, in my system, I have a ADSO and this is my data. Okay, there are some document numbers, items created on date, different materials, different company codes, and different amounts in different currencies. Okay, so for example, if I taken data of January 2022, okay, so how to apply filter? For example, if you want to apply filter on any column in the display like this, simply right click on it, set filter. Okay, so yeah, let this apply. You see what I did exactly. So for example, on this particular column I want to apply filter on 2022-01. Here on this column I have multiple months are there and my requirement is to set filter on one particular month. Right click here, set filter, automatically system copies filter from this cell, okay, like this, and column also same, it will come, and click on OK. Now this filter will be set like this. Now in this particular ADSO I have a data for January month for different materials, for different codes, different currency. Now if I try to see this data at report level, okay, how I can see? So on top of this ADSO I have already a BEX query created. You see 3 queries are there. I am considering the first query. So Q001. In the sheet definition of this query, on the rows I have material and calendar month. On the columns I have the quantity and amount. So if I try to execute this query on analysis for office, okay, so let me take a new sheet. I'm going to insert data source, select your data source for analysis. I'm giving my query name, selecting it, and then click on OK. It is asking for the month, which month I want to see. So currently I want to see for January 2022. I'm giving this month and clicking on OK button. So now because I've given filter on January 22, I'm getting the data corresponding to that month. On the quantity column, I can see the pieces information. On the amount column, I can see the corresponding amounts. So when I see data here, what is happening? For M2, I am not able to see the data. I am getting star. But for M1, I can able to see the amount. It is $310. In our last session, I told you why we see the star. Why we are getting star here? Because on this particular cell, there are 2 different currencies are trying to come. Since system cannot add 2 different currencies and show here, so it is giving star. When I give this currency, when I bring this currency column into my rows, then system will show the values. Why? Because you see under M2 there is 2,540 euros and $980. 2 different. Since system not able to add these 2 particular things, system is giving star. Okay. Now in real time, for what happens when user wants to see data in the report in this way, user is not happy to see data in this way. Because for example, if he wants to know the amount, the total amount for January month, he cannot get any sum here, because on this particular column, since there are multiple currencies, so user cannot get it. For example, if I do an Excel also, whatever sum I am getting, it's not a correct value because we have multiple currencies. So what user expects is they will ask us to convert this particular column into one single currency. What they ask, so what they ask is, so okay, let's show the amount in USD. So don't show me amounts in one particular, with multiple currencies. To make me more clear, let's have the currency under one particular, all the amounts in one particular currency, so that it will be more readable for me instead of having amount in multiple currencies. Okay, so how we can do it in the backend? So the report will show what you have in the backend exactly. In the backend also you have the same kind of currencies, so our report also showing same kind. But now we need to convert this amount into a different currency. So it means this whatever 2540 euros is there, I want to convert it into dollars. Okay, so that what happens then, this is also will be in dollar, this particular row, and this particular also row also will comes into dollar. Then system can able to do this summation and provides everything a proper value. How can I do this? Okay, so we can perform this currency conversion at report level. There are two ways, when user comes with this kind of requirement to convert the amounts into one single currency, this can be achieved in two ways. One, from the report level, and the second way is from the backend. If you want to perform the same in the backend, you need to write some ABAP code for that, okay, which involves ABAP knowledge. At this point of time, since we not yet covered ABAP, so now today we are going to learn how I can perform at front end, which is nothing but at query level. Okay, so this is the requirement. Now we know what is the requirement. Now let's learn about how to achieve this requirement. Okay, fulfill this requirement. So first of all, let's come with one small topic here. Okay, on January 1st. Okay, on January 1st, if there is €1 with you, €1, then on that particular day, if you are converting it into USD, how much it will be? So for this, what we need to do, we need to go to, for example, Euro to USD conversion. If you go to this Euro to USD conversion, currently this was the rate. For €1, you are getting $1.02. This is today's rate. If you go to if I go to 5 days, you see there are fluctuations in the report. Okay, it means I can go to this chart to make it more clear. Open link in new tab, and then go to charts here. How can I go to chart? Chart, view chart. Day wise. If you see day wise, on July, this is the July 1 day. So I want a more broader range here. How can I get broader range? I don't know. One second. Oh, okay. 1 month. If I taken 1 month, okay, let's take 1 year then. Now, if you see here on January 15th, we have one, on January 1st, let's go to January 1st. So on January 1st, I have dollar rate like this, 1.13. So this is Euro to USD. So on January 1st, for €1, I am getting $1.13. Okay, I hope so. Yeah, €1, $1.13 on January 1st. So each day the currency is changing. The conversion value is changing. So why exactly I need this conversion? Because if you bought something, for example, you bought something on January 1st, and today you bought something, same material, whatever material, for example, M1 material, you bought on January 1st, then you got it for €1. It means how much it is. Then company is getting, if I convert it into, this one. So on January 1st, it is nearly how much? 1.13, let's say. So for 1.13, you bought one item on January 1st. Today, if you're trying to buy the same item, so how much dollars it was? It's a 1.02. So then what exactly, if you are trying to compare your value, like how much I earned on January 1st, if you try to compare this whatever euro with the current rate, it is showing 1.02. If you're trying to compare with the January rate, it is telling it you got 1.13. It means if I compare with the current value, then it is little bit less. Whatever I have here now, I am getting less revenue than earlier. Okay, so when we have data in our transactional data, when user wants to see this 2540 converted to USD, they don't want to show this value on current date. They will ask us to convert this particular amount, the date on which this particular transaction got happened. Then only we can see the actual values here. Okay, if I convert this 2540 euros with the current rate, for January month data, then I am showing literally wrong value here. Okay, maybe sometimes if they have a requirement to use current conversion rate, then that is a different case. Generally in production systems, when we try to convert any currency from one currency to a different currency, we always refer to the date on which this particular transaction got happened. It means, so what it is, I will bring calendar day into picture, created on. Nothing but created on is the date on which this particular transaction got happened. So when I'm trying this euro conversion, when I'm trying to convert this euro into USD, I must go to this date and check the currency conversion rate on this date, apply it on this euro, and then I need to show the USD value. Then I will properly shows the, I will get the proper USD total. Okay. Instead of using 2 days, I always needs to convert it based upon the date on which this transaction got happened. This is important to consider. That's why I am stressing 2 to 3 times. Next. So, but how SAP knows what was the conversion rate for this particular, on this particular rate? How SAP get to know this conversion rates? Okay. So coming back to this theoretical part in SAP ECC. I'm talking about now R3 system. In BW, we don't maintain any currency conversions. Okay. On SAP R3 system, we maintain the currency conversion. Not we means not the BW guys. In SAP R3 system, that master team somehow on each day, what was the currency conversion rate? I don't know how this will be updated either manually or via program, but there is a T code. What was the T code for this one? The T code for this one is, it's OB08. If you go to OB08 on this particular T code, you can see on which date what was the currency conversion from euro to USD. For example, if I go to January 1st of 2022, the currency conversion rate between USD to euro. Where is euro? This is from currency. This is to currency. USD to euro is 0.94. Okay, and in the similar way, I have to maintain, there will be maintained the currency conversion between euro to USD also. So to and fro they will maintain, but currently I think here I maintained for USD to euro. Okay, so from to currency, I don't know, I maintained for euro to USD. Let me check here. 2021 2022 yeah, USD to INR. USD to INR is there, USD to euro is there, but euro to, it is not maintained. So now what we try to do is, because currently, okay, so let it be, that is a different topic. So on this particular OB08, I can see the currency conversion rates, but as a BW consultant, we never come to this particular transaction code. Remember, we don't open OB08 to get this one. Whatever values are there in this OB08, those will be transferred into our BW system. Okay, those will be transferred into our BW system via one process. So what is that process? In our BW system, if I go to RSA1, and then go to my source systems, tab, there is here we will maintain the connection between R3 into BW. Here we can see the connections between R3 system and BW system. So on the if I right click on this particular connection, there is an option called transfer exchange rates. It is nothing but whatever is there on your OB08, by doing this transfer exchange rates, all will be copied into your BW system. So when it copied into BW system, it won't come into like OB08 T code. On BW, we store, it will come and sit in one particular table. So what is the table? TCURR table, that is called TCURR. If I go to display, it is nothing but exchange rates. On this particular table, if I click on execute, you see all the currency conversions. This is the date, this is the currency conversion rate from currency to currency. So in this particular table, whatever you see on OB08, everything will be copied into this TCURR table. So now on the front end, if you are doing currency conversion, now the front end will use this table as a reference and it will perform the currency conversions. if for example, if you are trying to convert one currency to a different currency and the currency rate was not maintained in this ticker table, then system don't perform any currency conversion. It will show the actual value. Okay, so now next. So when we are learning this one, now you need to learn one more extra point. So what is that extra point? The extra point is nothing but currency conversion rate. Okay, so far what we learned is exchange rate. We learned about exchange rate. Just a second. So what I said here, I need to go to ECC system, R3 system. So let me log into R3. In my R3 system, OB08. If I go to OB08, in this T code, you see from currency to currency, currency code, something like this. There is one more column called exchange rate. So what is this exchange rate? So when, in business terminology, we maintain multiple currency exchange rates. So what are those? Simple things is current exchange rate, average exchange rate, historical exchange rates, okay, forecast, budget exchange rates. So SAP maintains the exchange rates in different formats. So, we no need to know each and everything at this point. Standard translation at average rate, we no need to know each and everything here. But the business knows what are these exchange rates. So when business asks us to convert one value into a different currency, they will let us know which exchange rate to be used. They know about these exchange rates and they will let us know which exchange rate to be used when we are doing the currency conversion. At this point of time, to explain you this particular scenario, I am using current exchange rate in my example. It means if for the current exchange rate, what is the number here? So the current exchange rate is a description which I told you, but for this description, the technical number is 2001. Okay. Now if I go to my ticker table, and give this filter on the exchange rate, for this exchange rate, I have these many entries are there. So if you see here, there is a conversion from euro, from currency to currency rate. I have a conversion maintained all from USD to euro, USD to INR. There is no conversion from euro to USD and all. So now what I am going to do is I am going to perform the same thing. So in my report, I have data both in USD and euro. So since I have conversion maintained for USD to euro, I will try to show all these values in euro. Earlier when I said it, I will show you in USD, but I am changing the requirement a bit. So what I am going to do, I am going to change from amount, I am showing amount in EUR. I'm going to change all the dollars information into euro information. In order to perform it, still we need to perform few more things. Okay, so what next we are going to learn here, if you before going to the front end design, we need to create, okay, on our BW side, we need to create one exchange rate function /o/rs_curr. So what I'm telling now, where I'm going to a new transaction code. So what is the transaction code? rs_curr. Okay, so what is this transaction code? In this particular transaction code, we will create currency translation types. Okay, so I will tell you what is this exactly. Now I am going to create one currency translation type, GC_EUR. It means I am going to create a mechanism to convert whatever currency coming from source into euro currency. So to convert it into euro, I am creating a functionality here. So give the technical name for your currency translation type and click on create button. If you go to create button, just it is asked for description, currency conversion to euro. Okay, so provide the description. Now we will learn each tab in one by one tab. This is called exchange rate. So I told you, right, business will let us know which exchange rate to be used. So now as of now I am taking 2001 as my exchange rate. So I am giving here for my example. Okay, so that's it. Exchange rate from variable. So here I am hard coding my exchange rate to 2001. For example, if user wants to tell the exchange rate at report level, then what we do is on the selection screen, we will create a variable to provide the uh, exchange rate information. So whatever he provides here, we will read it and we will try to send back into this one. So we will learn this topic later. Don't make it confused. As of now, I am creating a mechanism to convert my currency into euro, and for that, as of now, I am hard coding my exchange rate to 2001. Okay, let's learn with this one. Later we'll learn about exchange rate type from variable. Now next go to currency tab. On the currency tab, we need to fix few things. So source currency. So when you want to convert your currency in, currently on your report, you have different currencies, dollar, euro. If for example, there may be some INR also. Whatever currency you have, you need to convert to euro. It means you don't know which currency will come on from your backend, but whatever currency you will get from the backend, you want to convert into euro. It means target you know, but source currency you don't know. It must be taken from the record. So from this record, I can see that source currency is dollar. From the second record, I can say my source currency is euro. So like this, if you want to get the information from the record, then you need to select this radio button, source currency from the data record. Or if you know that your data always comes in USD and you always change it to euro, then you can select this particular option. Okay, as of now, let's learn with the simple source currency from the data record. Now target currency. So our requirement is to change that currency to a fixed target currency. My requirement is always to change whatever data currency comes from backend. My requirement is to always change the currency to a fixed currency euro. Okay, now give the fixed target currency euro. That's it. We define the source currency, we define the target currency. Now go to time reference. As I said, to convert any currency from one currency to a different currency, we must take a reference of time reference is very important. So how can I get to know, when I'm converting this particular row into this particular row into euro, I must take the reference of this created on field, correct? So now here you see fixed time reference. So time reference, how I am going to take it? So current date. So when you are trying to convert dollar to euro, do you want to take current date as a reference? It means do you wish to use current date conversion rate, or do you want to consider the date of the transaction? If you want to consider the date of the transaction, you must select the second one, variable time reference. On the variable time reference, you need to take the information from the info object. Okay, standard info object is 0 cal day. For example, if your provider contains 0 cal day, then it will use the information coming from 0 cal day. But you see, in our example, we don't have 0 cal day here. Where exactly we are storing the date information? We are storing the date information on a custom info object. What is that one? GJDCRT on. So what we need to do? So here I need to provide the same field. So I need to select this technical name, and in this particular step, I need to special info object, because it is not 0 cal day. I need to specify the special info object and provide my info object name. So in order to convert this dollar into euro, always consider the date coming on this particular column created on. Okay, that's it. So exchange rate, currency, time reference, and then click on save. So you see, checking currency transaction type, no errors are there. So everything was created. So now you created a currency conversion type called GC_EUR. Now this particular currency conversion rate type will always converts whatever currency coming from the source into euro currency. Okay, now you are done with the backend development. Now let's look into the front end development. So on the query level, now what I am going to do is I am going to create a new key figure, new selection key figure. In this particular selection key figure, I am going to take my key figure 0 amount. Click on OK. So this is my amount. So I am going to change my amount, description of this column as amount in euro, because I am going to apply my currency conversion on this particular column. I am selecting my column, go into conversion. On the conversion tab, you see this is the currency translation, this is unit conversion. So far we are discussing about currency translation. So come to this selection, conversion type it is asking, right? Click on this pencil button, go to browse. On the browse you can see GC underscore EUR is the currency translation conversion type. Select this one. You see, whenever you select the currency conversion type, automatically it came to target currency, because in my currency translation type I fixed my target currency to euro. So that's why it is reading from the your currency conversion type. Okay, so that's it. So you are done. Once the backend development is done, front end it is very easy. Simply go to your selection field, go to conversion tab, select your conversion type and the target currency if it come automatically, or you can set it based upon your conversion type. Click on save button. You are done. Now what next? After done, let's go to our query. Let's try to rerun our query. Go to insert data source, select data source, select your query, click on OK, provide January month, click on OK. Now you see, now on the amount column there is a star mark, but on the E column I am getting everything in euro. You see, that's why there is euro came on the top. Why euro came on the top? Because every column here is representing euro information. Okay, so now if I bring currency column into my row section, you see, wherever I have euro, same value I am seeing 2540. This $980 got converted into 1042 euros. So how this got converted? If I go to my TCURR table, for January 1st, 2022, the currency conversion between USD to euro is 0.94. Okay, so it means, let me try if it coming correctly or not. 980 into 0.94. It is, sorry, 0.94, $980. 1042. I think maybe it is a different, I don't know. Maybe, I'm a little bit poor in converting this one. Dollars to euro. 1 second. USD to euro, January 2022.94. Maybe, just a second. So now what happened? So if I do this 980 divided by 1042, I'm getting 0.94. Okay, so maybe I'm little bit different in reading this one, but on this particular table you have the currency conversion rate maintained. So based upon the currency conversion rate maintained, system will convert this dollar into euro currency. Okay, so if for example if that one is not maintained here, then here the conversion is not possible. Okay, so that is the key here. So this is how apply how to perform a currency conversion at report level. But in this particular example, what we learned, we converted this currency into a fixed currency euro. But in real-time requirement, this is one kind of real-time requirement. They will ask us to provide always, when they want to see the report, user will ask you, I always want to see my initial report layout in one particular currency. But later, after execution, if I want to convert this euro into INR, then I need some flexibility. It means by going to prompts for the data source, they will give some new currency here, then it has to convert it into that particular currency. Okay, so this is a second requirement. So how to achieve this one? So in order to achieve this one, I will let you know how to do this one. So on the currency column, you see this is a zero currency characteristic. On the zero currency characteristic, they will create a variable. Okay, I'm going to create a new variable. So currency Name of this variable is zero currency underscore. It's optional. Okay, it's not mandatory. One second. It must be mandatory, not optional, or else system doesn't know what to do. Mandatory, and then single value, always single value. You can convert at any point into one single currency only. You cannot convert into multiple currencies. So MS and then input ready underscore 01. So here I am going to provide the description for this variable as currency. So it is a characteristic value, manual input default value, zero currency, always represents, single value, and click on finish button. This variable will be created. Now I want to make it as a mandatory variable, mandatory variable with initial or without initial. So what exactly this means? With initial means if you provide blank also, it will accept. Without initial means you must not provide any blank. You always need to send some. So I'm going to make it a mandatory without initial. Means it's always expecting some value here. Okay. I'm going to create this kind of variable. I'm clicking on save button. My variable was created. And then I'm going to apply this variable in my query. So simply what I'm going to do, I'm bringing I'm going to filter section, global filter on the currency section. One second. No need to apply on the filter section. Okay. Now let's see one thing. Now what I'm going to do is I need to go to backend now. In the backend, now I am going to create another new one, GCURR2, GC underscore Euro 2. I am going to create a new currency translation type. Currency from conversion to variable currency. It means this particular currency conversion is not going to perform only to euro, to a variable. It means it can be anything. Okay, but exchange rate I am going to fix as of now to 201. I am going to currency tab. On the source currency, I always take the source currency from my data record, but target currency this time I am going to read it from a variable. So I created a variable. So from this variable, I am going to read my target currency. If I give euro, it will be euro. If I give USD, system will convert it to USD. If I give INR, system will convert it to INR. So like this, if you want to make your currency conversion dynamic, then target currency from variable. Click on time reference. Next time reference. It's always from my special info object. G, this one. So date must be taken from this particular info object. Click on save button. That's it. It was saved. Now go to your query. Now create another new selection. On this selection, select your amount column. Click on OK. Now change the description of this amount column into amount in variable currency. Just I'm giving like this. Generally it will be like amount only. No, we don't give like this, but for our reference I'm giving amount in variable currency. I'm going to conversion tab. On the conversion tab, I'm going to edit mode. I'm browsing my currency like this. It's a euro 2. This is the currency conversion rate to apply from. Whenever I use this one, on the filter section, you don't see any variable applied here. But if you go to general tab on the variable order, now you see there are two input variables are there. The second variable currency coming because you are using it on your query definition. Okay. Click on save button. Now go to your query, AF analysis for office. Now try to execute your report. Select data source, select your query. On the selection screen, you see on the selection screen now you are getting another extra prompt, currency, which is mandatory. Here if I give euro and click on OK button, you see, so now here I am getting euro. If I want to convert it into INR, so go to prompts, prompt for data source. Now change this euro to INR. Now click on OK. Now you see system will convert it into INR. See, For M2 and M3, system is not able to convert into INR. This system is able to convert, but for these two, system is not able to convert into INR. So why? So bring currency into your rows. Where exactly system is not so there is no currency conversion rate maintained from euro to INR. For that reason, system not able to convert this to INR. But when coming to this one, dollar to INR conversion, if you go to my TCURR table, you see there is a dollar to dollar to INR conversion was maintained, but nowhere I maintained for euro to INR conversion. For that reason, system not able to convert this. So wherever it is possible, system will try to convert it. If it is not possible, system will ignore it. So I will quickly show you how to handle this also. So where exactly system not able to convert this euro to INR, correct? So let's see the euro to INR currency conversion. This one, euro to INR. On January 1st of 2022. So if I go here on January 1st of 22, I have a current rate of 84.7. So as an experiment, just 84.7, right? Now what I am going to do is on OB08, I am going to maintain a new entry, exchange rate 2001, date 01/01/2022. And I am giving directly here 84.7 something. What I say here 84.7 only, right? Nearly whatever 84.7. From currency is euro and to currency is INR, euro to INR. So I am maintaining this euro to INR conversion in my table. So in my OB08, save this one. Input must be in okay, sorry, this date format may be wrong. I must give in this format 01/01 2022. Okay, fine. Here or here? Here 84.7. Okay, then maybe it is not pointed. I need to maintain comma instead of point here. That's it. So I maintained it. Going back here. Now, as I said, once data was maintained here, so in order to replicate into BW, so I am coming out of this transaction because it will be locked RS. Now I am going to my BW system. I am going to RS7T code. I am going to my source systems. This is my source system. Right click here. Transfer exchange rates. Just click on update exchange rates. Click on execute. So what happened? My it will extract data from R3 into BW. Now come to your this TCURR table. Currently 16 entries are there. Refresh it. 17 entries came. You see now euro to INR conversion. Now you can see here. So once it is there, now go to your query. Try to refresh your query. Refresh data source. Now you see system is able to convert it into INR. That's why you got it. Now if I remove currency also, now system is able to convert each and everything into INR currency. Okay, this column coming in euro, this column coming in INR. So like this. So I shown you how to maintain and how to bring into BW also. We've seen everything. So this is the overall concept of currency conversion, how we perform it in the front end at Quebec query level to see it in the A4. We can do this on the back end like at transformation level. That topic we will cover when we learn ABAP topic. Okay, I'm stopping recording.